A pleasant Good Friday, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gavin Batista finally on a roll because the Ayala Group has confessed that they have been the barriers to my success with companies like Procter & Gamble, Unilever, San Miguel Corporation, Johnson & Johnson, and the list goes on. And to the people who have questioned my talents in business, this is what I have to tell you. I am going to break all-time records in consumer sales, pharmaceuticals, food and beverage, and the list goes on. And I will name you one by one. Okay? So it's very clear, you know? It's very clear who is the greatest of all time. Okay? So it's very clear. And they were able, ladies and gentlemen, to my dearest viewers, sabotage this tape. But this is a rewind. So I'd like to be very clear. I am going to break my record in consumer sales, in pharmaceuticals, in foods, in beverages, in desserts, and the list goes on. And I would like to tell the CEO of Ford Motor Credit and Ford Motor, the current CEO, that you have to remove immediately the animals led by Lee Rogers and Mindy Rogers, because they have not only destroyed the reputation of Ford as a company, but the soul of America in dealing business. They've destroyed it. But as the saying goes in America, you are free what you want to do. If you want to defecate in the streets of California, you're free to do that. If you want to shoot somebody, you're free to do that. If you want to steal more than $7 million US with a rural doctor in the United States of America, you are free to do that. So, what is the subject matter for today? As I promised you, ladies and gentlemen, my group will solve the #1 problem we have in America today. And what is that? Is it the economy? Is it the foreign wars? Am I referring to the foreign wars we're having right now? Is it the battle between Democrats and Republicans and the new parties led by the resurging Green parties? Is it a battle between religious orders? No. The main problem we have in America is the endless shooting. More than 1.2 million have died for the last 25 years. In mass shootings, nearly 6,000 people, innocent people, have died. That is the #1 problem of America, because it cannot be solved. And it will not be solved if we do not accept that basic fact. that the shootings in America are impossible to solve. So ladies and gentlemen, before they erase this, by the way, this is going to go worldwide. Worldwide. This is the #1 problem of America. And if I solve it with your help, with our cooperation as professionals, not the bad blacks, not the bad Asians, not the bad whites, not the bad Hispanics, we professionals as a whole will solve it. With or without government assistance. Well, it will be faster if there would be government support. But the bottom line is this: we will identify who will be the next shooter, who will be killed out there. And that is why Jeff Bezos is becoming, Mr. Jeff Bezos is becoming so rich. Nobody wants to go to Walmart anymore. Nobody wants to go to box retailers. Why? Because they might get shot. They might get shot. And in fairness to my initiatives, Walmart was able to get it. They understood it. And now they have patrol cars every day in Walmart supercenters. But what about the more than 100 people that have died in the retail world for the last 3 years? What happened? Nothing. They died. Just like a person gets killed in the highway. Just like a person gets killed in a battlefield. They died. Sorry. End of story. Do you accept that, America? The CEO of United Healthcare shot in cold blood. The CEO in New York in broad daylight. Mass shootings by adolescents. Up to now, the Mormon group, in a way, I saw them laughing at me. What now? They were saying. What now? Gavin Batista, Shorty, all talk, nothing but talk. What's the solution, Gavin? The Mormons were taunting me. Nothing. Well, here's the solution. We will propose to our congressmen, our senators, and to the President of the United States to immediately deport the parents and certain relatives of the child or that adolescent or that young teenager who did the mass shooting. And I guarantee you 50% will drop. But I'm sorry, 50% of the trending rate will drop. 50%. If we deport the parents immediately. If we deport the relatives who encouraged this particular child, teenager, go ahead, shoot him. Go ahead out there, get a gun, and shoot him. Kill him. Happened in Atlanta. Very clearly, based on evidence. The guy who shot Charlie Kirk, he's smirking. Why? He's backed up by the Mormons. Just like John F. Kennedy was shot in cold blood, financed by the Mormon group. And when did we find out? When did we find out? Just last year. Or should I say a few months ago. Ladies and gentlemen, I was killed, almost killed, in Hesperian and Victorville by a person by the name of Nicariotis. Attempted murder. The group of Anselmo Cruz from the Philippines said, well, I should have shot you then. He said that in Irvine, California. Anselmo Cruz, I don't know if he's related with Sid de la Cruz. He told me that in broad daylight in Irvine Boulevard, in Irvine, California. And Century 21 knows about what Nicariotis did to me. And the list goes on, and they are unstoppable, ladies and gentlemen. Unstoppable. They are completely, totally unstoppable until today. Because if the parents and the relatives of that given child or that given person shot another person today, they will be immediately investigated and immediately deported, just like what the ICE did. But you know, the ICE, it has a very negative image right now because they use too much force, too much violence. But they will say, I have to do that because I have to protect my life. So it's a very ticklish issue. But in my opinion, okay, I like to be very clear here. The best way to do it is the military maximum tolerance. Maximum tolerance means no violence. You'll have to wait it out. It's tough, especially in the American environment, where shooting is just the normal thing to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to tell you this. Will you be with me on this or not? Because this is going to become a very, very major project of the Prosperity Channel. We cannot continue being killed out there in broad daylight. We cannot continue having adolescent kids smirking, laughing. We cannot continue the Mormons taunting us. Oh, what now, Gavin? What now, Shorty? Because they're going to kill again, and kill, and kill, and kill. And before you know it, you might be killed soon. How sad, but those are the facts. So, I would draft this particular bill, a law, stating that mass shootings will end by 50% if we are going to deport the parents, mother, father of this criminal child, criminal teenager, criminal adolescent, young adolescent, and the list goes on. And the relatives that supported that particular kid with firearms, with a motivation to kill. Just kill him. Just kill her. Will also be deported. And ladies and gentlemen, the children of these, the future children who will again shoot and shoot fellow Americans in broad daylight, incessantly, unstoppable, will be reduced, guaranteed, by 50%. We already made the study. 50%. Because the balance 50% might be a what? A lunacy issue. In other words, the child is sick. He is mentally sick. He cannot handle pressure in society. How do we do that? I don't know. I want to know, but I guess divine providence might be the answer. But at this point in time, deportation is the solution. Yes, it is. Some people did not agree with me because they were saying it's against the U.S. Constitution. Well, we have to amend the U.S. Constitution in order to save our civilization. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call at 405-503-8511. Hit me a like and please subscribe to the Prosperity Channel, which we have changed into Gavin Batista at the Prosperity Channel 91.com. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further discussion, we will do this, one of the greatest professional American initiative to end the endless mass shootings and shootings we have every single month. Every single month. Good night, and we will have another show shortly. Send me a like, please subscribe at the Gavin Bautista at the Prosperity Channel 91. Thank you, good night, and happy birthday, America.